Alright, the next strategy we're going to be looking at is a landmark number. There's two different ways of doing it. We're going to be setting up the first way here first, which is just going to be setting it up as 32,925, subtract 18,327. Now for the first step that I'm going to do is I'm going to look here and I'm going to add to it 75. So if I were to add to this number 75, I'm also going to add to the number underneath 75. With adding 75 to the top number, I'm going to get a total of 33,000. Now the bottom number is a little bit trickier, so you can either do it mentally or you could just come down here and you can do the 27 and 75, which now you're going to be here with 105 that you would add to this number, which is going to give you a total of 18,400 and 18,402. I don't know what I was thinking there. 18,402. Now, once you start there, the easiest part is knowing that going from 402, I've got to go from 402 up to this number right here. So I know that if I add to this number, I'm going to go up another 1,000 also because I'm going to be changing and regrouping my place value over. But I know that if I add just 598 to it, I'm going to mentally do that, knowing that you can do missing addend if you want. 2 plus 8, the 0 here, I'm going to regroup it. That'll give me this 0 of 9 plus 1, and then I'll regroup again, 5, 4, 0. So that's going to give me 598. That's going to change this down to 32,000 now that I've used that. And so you can either do it over here or you can do it mentally. 32,000 minus 18, 12 here, that's going to be 2, that's going to give you 14. So that answer is going to be 14,598. Now the next way over here is going to be a little trickier. It's going to be using 32,925. You'll subtract from it 18,327. Now at this point, to make it a little bit trickier, or just to deal with it a little bit more, you can go ahead and just leave right here let's see, you can leave this number here and not touch it, so that's going to bring you over here to 32,925, and then here you can change this number if you want by adding to it a total of 673, and that's going to make that to become now 19,000 that you'll just be subtracting. And if you look here, you know you can just be going straight down. You got a 5, 2, 9, and then 12 here, and 1. I mean, the 3 is going to go to 2 here, so we've got now a total of 13,925. Now you have to, the next thing is you have to add to this total from the same thing here. Now you've got to add it back in down here of the 673, which is going to give you 8, 9, you'll regroup this at a 5 up to the 1 here, and you're at 14,598. Last thing we're going to do is we're going to double check this using the traditional algorithm of 32,925, subtract from it 18,327. You can't do that, so it's going to be 15 subtract 7, which will give you your 8. This had to change down to a 1 from regrouping. Now you've got to regroup from here. 11 minus 2, which is going to give you your 9. 8 subtract 3 is going to give you 5. This has to become 12, and this is going to become a 2. 12 subtract 8 will give you 4, and 2 subtract 1 is going to give you 1. So you have 14,598. Those are the different ways of doing the landmark subtraction way.